Hey, hi Red Wing fans. We're back again with the Red Wing 4632 Nigel, Cabourn, Munson, Chukka with the broguing, Muleskinner, and Hawthorne Muleskinner. That's a mouthful. Yeah, it's got a lot of features. So I just wanted to follow up with a couple things. So when I first got these, I thought, oh, they're so cool. I love the Munson fit. My feet, my toes, they feel so good. They're so happy. My toenails aren't getting banged up. I don't have a little pinky, like callus corn. So my pinky is right here. I mean, it's pretty far back. I don't know, but if I feel this, I got about a thumb's distance from the end. And that feels about right. I mean, they just feel comfortable. When I first put my, I have Birkenstock 3/4 inserts. You can look those up. It's the blue one with the silk top, and they have been a miracle. I mean, it has turned all of my Red Wings into Birkenstocks. And of course, they don't look like Birkenstocks. They look like Red Wings because that's what they are, but they feel like Birkenstocks. So you get the Birkenstock insert, the metatarsal lift, my flat feet. Oh, I used to have such foot problems. I would work in my dad's restaurant for 8 to 12 hours, and my legs were killing me. I mean, I could barely even stand. They were throbbing at night when I go to bed. They were so achy. I mean, my legs, my calves, my thighs, whatever. That was mostly the lower half. But man, my feet were killing me. I couldn't stand. I just wore, tennis shoes. I didn't have any inserts. But when I started wearing Birkenstocks, that was the best thing ever. All my foot problems were solved. I don't know what it is, but Birkenstocks just has the right, indentations or the right bumps and whatever they call those, the metatarsal lift. But then what came along with Birkenstocks, my feet were able to spread normally, like as if I'm walking barefoot. And I turned out I needed 8.5 E's, where I used to wear 8.5 D's. I used to cram my feet into 8.5 D's all my life, and it was just killing me, So I lived 8.5 to 9, like in sneakers, whatever it was. And then I finally, when I got the Birkenstocks, then I had to get rid of all my shoes. I probably had 100 pair of shoes. I don't know, maybe it wasn't 150, 75, whatever. Had to get rid of them because they no longer fit, because the Birkenstocks were making my feet wider, or I guess more natural. So that led to me buying, when I started buying Red Wings, so I would buy Nikes and Adidas. I'd buy them like 10 and a half. 2.5 sizes above my Brannick device. So my Brannick device has 8.5. Pretty consistently. I've checked it many times barefoot. And so 8.5 E is probably my true size. But then, of course, Red Wings don't come in E's. They hardly ever do. And I did buy a pair of 8175s in a 8.5 E. And they just, it just feels like my toes a little too close to the edge, to the tip. And so when I take them hiking, because they have the Vibram hiking sole, and it just didn't feel right, I'm just used to 9Ds. 9Ds fit well. I even have a pair of 9.5 E's in the 8853, which is the navy blue with the black, navy blue mock toe with the black sole from the Japan issue, maybe Singapore issue. And those feel pretty good, they're comfortable. So I think 9 is still, if I have 100 boots, which is possible, I would say 99 of them fit better as a 9. 9.5 is too big. One pair of 9.5s I have is the 9.7. Let's see, what is it? I can't remember. But it's the Munson last with nitrile, not the nitrile, of course. The chemigum sole. Gosh, I wish I could remember what it was. I'm so sorry. My brain is just so messed up. 95, 97, I think. Anyway, so that's the only one I wear 9.5, and that feels comfortable. Anyway, so it's back to these. When I got these are 9Ds, and when I put my Birkenstock insole in there, these were hard to put through. It was really tight right here. I'm not sure if this is called the vamp, whatever. It was real tight. So I'm thinking, oh no, these are not that comfortable. The toe room is awesome, but then that the midfoot right here was just a little bit tight. It was snug, you know, more snug. It kind of moved when I put my foot in. The insert would move forward a little bit. I have to kind of like, you know, finagle it, so, you know, like make it go back and, you know, kind of mess around with it. But now it still happens, but I did put some worn out. So I had like 3 pairs of those Birkenstock inserts. I keep, you know, a pair, you know, handy at all times. And so one of them is really worn out and it's been kind of flattened and the edges are kind of frayed and stuff. So I think that one fits the best in here. It's less pronounced. So here's the second thing. So I thought these were so cool, so comfortable, you know, and I don't wear Chukkas much, and I mostly wear 8-inch and then some 6-inch occasionally. So what happened was, right here on the back of my, it's like the, not the shin, but I guess is the hamstring. this leather, there's no, it's just a, you know, really sharp edge, I guess. There's no rolled leather, you know, covering it. It's just a really raw edge, and it was like digging into the back of my my leg and giving me like blisters. I mean, they weren't full blisters, but they were starting to get raw, you know, sore, and I was going, oh no. So I wasn't wearing these very much, and I think it's because I'm not used to having it, you know, cut off at that point, and they were a little bit stiff, and so I wore them a little bit here and there. And so I wore them the first day. I wore them like all day, and I was like, oh man, it was starting to rub and make it sore, and I was like, geez, that's not fun. And so I was like, so I shied away from these. I didn't wear them for a long time. Like, oh, I'll try it again. So I wore them a little bit more, and a couple more days, and then they're super comfortable now. And I guess this part of my leg is now used to that rubbing. It's maybe developed kind of like I wouldn't say a callus, but probably thicker skin, you know, just gotten used to it. But yeah, they are super comfortable as usual. The Munson lasts, I tell you. And then Muleskin leather is so beautiful too. It's so soft. It just breaks. It's so nice. It looks cool. You know, look at all the different colorations. You know, this is darker, lighter. You know, it's just, you know, very erratic, which is fine. I like it that way. It looks so natural. And so the cool thing, you know, I just wanted to come back and show you that. But also, check this out. I just realized these don't have a structured toe. Even though it's bulbous, it's not structured. If you notice, I'm pressing down on this and it'll just basically stay down. Look at that. They can flatten these out, you know, and they're really soft. So I like that, you know. It's kind of cool when it's unstructured, but I don't mind if it's bulbous, but it stays kind of the same. It's still bulbous, you know. It doesn't really, it springs back, but there is no whatever that toe cap is under there. I forgot. There's a name for it. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a soft kind of thing that keeps the form right. But these don't seem to have it. It feels like it's just, you know, really soft. And I've, you know, my Iron Rangers, I can tell there's a stiff piece in there, like a little cup. And then my what else has it? Oh, all of them basically. So I know that this doesn't seem to have it. And then my toes kind of press up against it, and you can see the indentations. Anyway, so see, they're back to cool, very casual. I guess you could say they're summer shoes, you know. They're not as, the 8 inches are, I admit, they are hotter, you know. This is the Southwest, this is Arizona, and it gets to 115 degrees, you know, that's the highs. And it's a little bit uncomfortable. I take my shoes off and my feet are kind of baking, but not too bad. But I'll still wear them. But these, you know, Muleskin seems to be more of a summer leather, and of course it's shorter. And then if you notice, these there's gaps here, you know, this doesn't close up tightly. I thought that was kind of weird, you know. I thought, you know, when I walk they kind of open up in the gate, but it's still, this part right here still holds down to my ankles. And there's very, 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 very slight heel slip. I mean, just, you know, the same as any other boot. But it doesn't rub, there's no blisters. So these are very comfortable. These are good kicking around shoes. This is my answer to the weekenders, which I think are appalling. Sorry, I know, so you guys love those weekenders. They're lightweight, they're you know, really summer shoes, but man, the construction is so ridiculous. For the price, they're like, the little foam sole, number one, that just seems so cheesy. Of course, it seems softer, way softer than the traction tread. And it has like a cardboard last. I mean, come on, man. and it's a stitch down.